part 22 of reading all of the Penguin Modern box set and giving each of them a 1 to 5 star rating. Number 22 was The Distance of the Moon by Italo Calvino. As always, there were 4 stories, but these had more to do with the cosmos and with allegories. And the narrator was called This. The first story, The Distance to the Moon, is about a time where the moon and the earth were so close together that people could jump from the earth to the moon and back. Specifically, a group would go out to sea with their boat, put a little ladder up, and then go to the moon to collect moon milk. There's a bit of a love triangle going on as well throughout the story, but they realize that the moon is actually starting to go away once they get stuck on the moon. This was probably my favorite story. It was so nostalgic feeling and beautiful in terms of the scenery that was created. It also reminded me of The Vegetarian by Hong Kong, especially in the way that grief is processed in a really insane way. Definitely a liminal story that will leave you feeling empty. The second story was Without Colors. It's about our planet, but at a time where nothing is there yet, so the whole thing is just gray. There's no grass, there's no water, there's no atmosphere, there's nothing. The narrator, by the way, he's the same one for all the stories, meets another person on this planet, but while he's excited about color coming in slowly, she is not excited about it. Eventually, colors begin to form, and the narrator is so excited about this, he tries to coax out the person to come and see the colors as well, but they end up being lost to him forever. I think this is just a galactic version of Orpheus trying to get Eurydice to come out from the underworld, but it was good. The third story, As Long as the Sun Sets, is actually about the narrator's grandparents. They're trying to find the best star to stay on, and they seem to live forever, so they can't go to stars that will only live for a couple billion years. Gramps wants to retire and live a life on a star that will live as long as possible, whereas the grandma is still a bit of a thrill seeker and she wants to go to the blue planets that will fade out very quickly. Despite finally finding a star for them to live on, the grandma's still trying to prepare for a move, and eventually grandpa is like, "You go, I'll stay here." I think it was fine, it was just grandparents bickering back and forth. The final story was essentially a monologue by this guy. He starts off with the typical Hamlet quote of "to be or not to be." He compares outside explosions versus internal implosions from a philosophical angle with a hint of nihilism, and that's kind of it. I think I would give this a 3.75, maybe even a little bit higher, maybe a 3.9. I would definitely recommend picking this up. It felt like a little space odyssey, but also all the background knowledge this person has on not just astronomy but cosmology was really impressive. 3.9. The next story will be The Master's Tools Will Never Dismantle the Master's House by Audre Lorde, and I'm excited for this one. See you tomorrow!